We're just approaching our first job of the morning. We've got 2 big steers that we've got to shoot. This is one of our regular customers. We were here last year and we done 2 of the sort of same age group, and they're a little bit cagey, a little bit cunning. So we've organised it with the farmer that we're going to get these on the way up the driveway. He's got a couple of younger animals in with them just to sort of keep them calm, but Judas is going to hold the camera while it all goes down, and we'll see how we get on. So I'll be using the 223 for these ones. We've only travelled about 10 minutes. We've got a real easy local day, like I was saying earlier. All our jobs are only sort of no more than 5 minutes apart, so it's going to be a good day. But anyway, we're just pulling into this place now. So I've actually just jumped in the passenger seat. Judas is driving. These animals are just on this passenger side, so we're going to see if we can get them from the truck. They'll be used to the vehicles coming up and down the driveway. It's fairly common for us to do this, and then when they get real cagey and cunning, you just go in a in the farmer's vehicle or something they're used to. Just approaching these cattle now, so we're doing the 2 big black ones. Stop there. Bye. It's fairly quiet, eh? Bah. These are nice big cattle, big 3-year-olds. These will be mid 400s carcass weight, so they're big animals. Middle of winter here in New Zealand, you can see how wet it is. Just pulling these animals back to the trailer. It's that bloody wet in here. Especially big animals like this, they just pug it up. But we've just kept the truck on the driveway there and just pulling these back to the trailer. We didn't get a great deal of footage there. There was a farmer and a few kids and stuff there talking to us, and real wet paddock and things like that. But 2 big beasts, one was 518 carcass weight and the other one was 436. So I'll show you guys when we get to the next property. So we just got about a 5-minute drive down to the next place where there's 2 beasts waiting for us, so we'll see you there. So we're at our second job of the morning. We've got 2 beasts down here to do. Do quite a few animals at this property, so these animals can get a little bit weary at times. So we'll just see how we get on. But it's a nice safe spot here. Not a huge amount of neighbouring houses and stuff like that, so we can just start to see the animals just here on the left. We're just taking the 2 biggest. These young ones in here in a different paddock. These older animals here, these ones here.
There, Toby's just finding himself a comfortable spot. Guessing the first one will be the one with the horns. Yep. Beauty. All three down.
Well, we're most of the way through this job now. When we've got a few animals that we have here, one of us, so I've been in this position here doing what Judas is about to do. So as he's been opening up the cattle, doing all the groundwork, I've been standing there and, you know, weighing them, cutting them down the middle and all that sort of thing. But we'll take this opportunity now to watch Judas, to watch him do the second part. It takes us roughly about, once you get going, every sort of 10 minutes, 15 minutes, there's an animal going in the trailer sort of thing. We're not here to break any records, but keep it nice and clean and tidy. These animals are about 250 kilo carcass weight. So I've got hold 100 litres of water, which is just enough. If we were to build another trailer, I'd probably hold 200. You never have enough water, especially in the middle of winter when it's muddy. We've been pretty lucky this year. It hasn't been overly muddy actually. They're predicting a really dry summer, so for those of you that are watching from overseas, we're smack bang in the middle of winter, mid-August. Air temperature's around sort of probably 10 degrees at the moment. We've got a high of about 13 or 14, which is perfect conditions for our job. Had some real cold frosty mornings, up -3. So yeah. Had a tally up on the diary. We've got a total of 10 on today. So that we've done we've done 5, so we're halfway there. We've got this lot of 3 and another lot of 3, and then we done those 2 this morning. And we've got a single to do a bit later on, so we should pump through them today, having this big job. See Judas just skinning around that tail. So what I'll do now is I'll just grab that hook. Tracks that hook, Judas. All I do is literally, hang on, I just hook into here. Yep, just to hold that up. So keep that shin out of the dirt. Sometimes we'll put a head under there, but we haven't cut the cheeks out yet. Now it's up hanging. See, Judas got most of that suet fat out that sits in here by the eye fillet. If we don't get that out, you run the issue of getting a little bit of taint. Not so bad in the middle of winter, but in the summer it can be real bad. So this is obviously going to be one of our first sort of longer videos. If anyone's got any questions or they want to see anything in depth, let us know. If they want to see how Judas sharpens his knife, he'll do a bit of a yarn on that. So we just mark down that backbone. Not everyone does that. We cut from this side. A lot of people will try and split it straight down the middle. That's sort of how we've done it. It works. We just find if we split it down the middle from this side, it's bloody really hard on the blade and the saw. Yeah, what I'll do is when it gets down to here, I'll just hold that scotch out. Yeah. All I do there. So we've got 2 winches. These are our buttons just here. I've got the shield over it because when the trailer's really full, we don't want the quarters to sort of hit up against here and press these buttons. These are just lights and our big floodlights, which are really good at night up there nice and high. So yeah, one big winch to pull the whole animal up, and then the secondary winch here that our scales are connected to grab each quarter. We'd love the scales to be up high, well, to weigh the whole animal as one and then have a readout down here, but just with how it's designed we can't do that, but that'll definitely be in sort of Mark II, you know, in the next build. So we'll just watch Judith do this. You'll see these safety pins that we've put in place for the real big animals. So he'll pull that lever there on that hook. Just a precautionary measure, like a real big beast will probably break those pins as well, but it should give us enough time to get out of the way. It's always been a worry of mine as if that breaks, but so far we've had no issues. The real big animals, you know, your sort of 600 kilo plus animals, we'll do our best to sort of, sometimes we'll do them in 2 lifts, which we'll show you one day. So you'll just see Judith will grab each quarter. They're all very similar, these beasts, very similar. 65 kilos that quarter. And then he'll put a hook in it and up it'll go. So we'll come through shortly. If I wasn't recording, I'd be taking all these cheeks off and helping out in there, but just for this, we'll show you guys how it works. We've designed this system so you can do it with single man operation. It does take definitely a lot more time. We've got to go through soon and put all the shackles in place. You'll see in there, and those 2 we've done this morning, which are really big animals. One was 518 and one was 436. Got all the shackles, stop them sliding. 436 and 518. It's got some beautiful marbling in it, this big beast. Judith's just writing all these weights down. So you'll see this next bit work. You just got to be careful when you're cutting your back legs off, not to cut into this tendon for this reason here, otherwise that will pull through. If something does happen with it, you can put your hook into here, as long as you cut that right. It just hangs there, and that'll just now hang off that chain. On this next quarter, we'll watch Judith just open up the hip joint and the knuckle. That's that fatter one, eh? Yeah, the first 2 beasts we done here with steers are just a little bit leaner. The heifer's always fat enough, a bit easier, a bit quicker. So we'll just open up those joints, eh? Yep. We don't have to do this. The reason why we're doing this cut there is it just helps the boys out back of the butchery. It's so easy to open while it's So all we do is literally that there, don't open it fully, but just find that seam. That lets a little bit of heat out. Then we just crack this hip joint, just like that. That's all we do. That's a really good marker for when you're cutting off your rump. So yeah, that's that. There's 3 beasts in the trailer, or 5 now. We're off down the road to get some sheep, so we'll just cut these cheeks off and see you at the next one. Gone in, cut all those cheeks out there in the tray there. Now we'll just chuck these shackles in and we'll be off to the next one. We're just going to space these animals out as much as we can. Stop them rubbing up against each other, and then we'll put the tickets on, put the weights and the dates. And we'll be off to the next job. Just arrived at our 3rd job. 3 sheep. Bloody perfect.
Bit of close-up action. They knife looks sharp.
Yeah, not mine, that's why.
Just like that.
So what we're going to do here is just use this crane. It just saves us taking the big gamble off our trailer. You'll see our deck's not finished, but that's a story for another day. It's getting close. So yeah, we'll just skin them out on the high ebb and carry them into the trailer. On my older truck I had a 1500, which was a really good crane, but this one's just got that little bit more reach, a bit more grunt to it. So similar thing to the cows, one guy will open up the animals and one guy will punch them out. I'll start on that one. And then this one, Judas will hook into that. We'll try and get footage of one of us punching one out. But pretty straightforward. We've got a video on our Facebook page about this. Just work your way around the sheep in a circle, punch up through the middle, and then we'll hang them up. Just got a bucket of water there to keep your arms nice and wet. So I've gone around, opened up those 2. Well, Judas done that big one. I think that one's going for mince and sausages, I think. Here we just peeled the briskets. I've just punched up there, opened it up. See, that's the new Power Finger 2700. It's got its own hydro pack, power pack, battery, hydraulic power pack. Deck's going on this weekend. We just had to do a whole heap of extra framework and bracing and stuff. But she's pretty much there, the old truck. I've only had the truck for a couple of months. It's a 2021 V8 Toyota Land Cruiser. So these are just probably last year's lambs. Fairly small, but they're in good condition. We're off to get a beast after this, and I think we're going to unload because the next 3 beasts got some size to them, so we'll be pushing it for space in the old trailer. Nice big 3-year-old Jersey steer. This will be our last beast, and then we'll go back, unload, and head out and get those 3. Farmer just shot this because of potential grading for yellow fat at the works, and he's probably right. There's a bit of yellow fat on there, so doesn't matter when it's home kill. Best one to eat, we reckon. Just done this big 3-year-old Jersey steer. See if I can see a bit of marbling. That marbling will really show once it's chilled. So normally we can get a lot more cattle than that in here, but they're all been so big, we're just going to shoot back. We're only probably 8 minutes from the butchery. Go back, unload, clean up, and head back out for the afternoon. Nice mob of cattle. Look how quiet they are. Right, 3 beefies. That one up the top there might be first one, standing good. These other ones have got our wind. Oi, shh. Shh. Oi, that was close. Oi. So some of the hardest cattle can be these real quiet animals. See how they're not worried about us, they're more worried about their mate here. Just sort of got to take your time a bit. Otherwise it can, easy job can turn into a disaster. Come on. Oi, ooh. Wait for it to put its head up. Oi, oi. Just want to wait for these animals to put their heads up and sort of get fixed on you. Oi. Like that. So there's definitely no point in rushing jobs like these. You can tell these animals are super quiet, they're not going to go anywhere. Better off to sort of take your time. So obviously got 2 houses either side of us, so there's someone coming. Wait. Wait for this cow to get his attention. Just like that. I get a really nice bleed on these animals. Sweet. Right, so paddocks like these, we're just going to try to find our, you know, the flattest spot, which is probably up here somewhere. So we'll drag the animals up there. You see I've got it hooked on. Just in here, eh? So now I sort of just wait for Judas to give me the call. He'll have a bit of a plan in his head as well. See him there, moving his finger. Yeah. Makes it a hell of a lot faster with 2 people, just little things like this. See him there unhooking things. So yeah, right on the sand dunes here at the moment. Amazingly enough, you can see it's pretty dry, like middle of winter, and look at this, look at the state of the grass. But it's amazing how good the cattle do down here. Must be that sort of salty environment, like the ocean's only a couple hundred metres away. Just that salt environment and whatever's in the bloody grass down here, they do so well. These are all heifers, absolute beauties too. They'll probably be close to that 300 kilo mark. Carcass weight, maybe high 200s. They're quite a way out. Tossing up what side to go on this beast, but I'll just put one here and one over there. Not going to be ideal. We've got the legs facing the same way. Judas will tell me to stop. Up there. Got a camera for the trailer that goes there, but it's not plugged in at the moment. Still getting all those things sorted for the for this new truck. But yeah, so that's 6, 7, 8, that's 9 beasts for the day. Just got one more to shoot after this, but we can't take the big trailer there, so we're going to unload and got another small trailer we'll take out. So I'm going to hook this on the other side. Right, now figure out where I'm going to park the trailer. Probably the flattest bit we can find, so what we'll do is we'll just do this beast, pull the truck forward, back up, grab that one, pull the truck forward, back up, grab the next one. Right, let's do it. We just finished that job. Those heifers were 328, I think the biggest was 346. I reckon they're only 18 months old, but yeah, I don't know, bloody big animals. I suppose they got plenty of tucker. I see sand dunes, man, they do so well on them. So we're gonna go and get some pigs. Just 4 pigs sitting in a trailer for us at a property. The guys got them ready, so we'll do those on our way back. Judas will probably start those, and I might shoot out and get the last beast for the day. Just can't get our big trailer there, which is a bit of a pain, but it is what it is. It's quite a few blocks like that. And just hook on this small little trailer, which you'll see later. Yeah, what is it, 2 o'clock? So it's been a good day, 9 beasts so far, 3 sheep, all big animals. So yeah, we done 13 pigs yesterday. 2 big choppers. Oh, monstrous bloody things. Trying to get out of this tight gateway, which is always a bit of a challenge. You can see here. I think I might be dreaming here, to be honest. Yep, dreaming. Let's try to get out of here. This is our next mission. A few nice porkers. So we'll shoot these, bleed them, take them back to the butchery hole, and we'll put them in the bath. There's a substantial trailer. Bloody beauty. Nice quiet pigs too, they don't give a rat's ass that we're here. Gained a passenger, a helper. Old Wezza, my son, 4-year-old, he's going to come for the afternoon run. He's got those pigs on board now, so take them back, make a bit of a start on them, see how they go, and then I might sneak off and get this last beast. So yeah, but all sorts today. What do you reckon, Wezza? All good? Right, the boys are going to do those pigs. Me and my young fella, we're going to head out and do that beast. Check on that little stainless bin on that trailer. Our passenger is slacking on the job. But final kill of the day. It's 8 minutes to 4. Not too bad for timing really today. So the only reason we haven't got the big trailer is it's real tight in here and muddy and wet and all these overhanging trees. We'll see the beast here in a minute. They want to keep the skin off this. So I'm just on my own. I may not be able to do a hell of a lot of videoing. Judas and Mano are back doing those pigs. So there's, see, they're literally living in a bit of a swamp here. Beautiful animals though. It'll be one of these 4. Nice fat animals. I'd say if they're wanting to keep the skin, it would probably that tigery looking thing closer to the gate. I'd say it might be the one that we're doing today. Quite a nice looking skin. Good time of the year to be doing it too, middle of winter, the skins will be nice and thick. So we've got to go through that really tight gateway just there. Hence why we're in the small trailer. Anyway, just wait here for the farmer to turn up. Well, it's home time. It's number 10 on the trailer. Don't like doing it like this, but it was the only option in this case. Good handy little trailer though. So, back we go. The boys will be finishing off those 4 pigs. So yeah, been a bloody good day. Gives you a bit of an insight on what we get up to. Yesterday was a lot different. We done 13 pigs yesterday and a few sheep. We just done sheep in between like our hot water cylinder filling up. Tomorrow is going to be much the same as today. Today was a local day. Tomorrow we're Western Bay, so we've got to travel probably about 45 minutes to an hour for the first job, then work our way home, and then Friday's very similar, but just in the other direction over towards Butchery. So yeah, that's sort of how it rolls. Plains Butchery really, and for a lot of Homekill places, to be honest, what we've done today. You know, there's some guys that do more than that. Not very many, probably wouldn't do more than that. There's a few guys in the Waikato down south that would probably, you know, they might do 15 or 20 in a real big day. This is sort of our quietest time of the year though. So to get 10 today, and I think we'll do 9 tomorrow and maybe 8 or 9 the next day. It's a few good days. Bit of rain coming though tomorrow. So we'll just see what happens, but yeah. 4:35 and we're on our way home. Bloody beauty. See you back at the butchery. So we've just carried that beast in. It's a little bit busy around the back there. The boys are cleaning the trailer. They've got the forklift. This is our little office area with the beast hanging up. It's 233 kilos. These are the pigs that the boys done. Those were those pigs I was talking about we done yesterday. It's a big boar, big chopper boar. There's a big sow, where is it? Oh, there it is. That's a big sow, believe it or not, that's a pig. Probably about 150 kilos. Fat ass. Some fresh beef from today, so Judith just making a little bit of space for this beast and these pigs. 67 kilos. So yeah, see that yellow beast down there? Now that's what you call yellow. This is sort of just our, where the lean animals go, or small game, but although we have got those big thumpers in here today. That's it, one of those big beasts we done this morning. At 5:18, you can see the marbling starting to come out in it. So Judas will just put up this dividing rail, and we'll slide this, I've just got to write a ticket for that beast. Ticket, and date and weight. When they come. those pigs through and slide them in. Well, that was a day at Plains. Just heading home, so yeah, a little bit of an insight for everyone. That's just you know, in the slaughter side of things, you know, and the boys would have processed what we've slaughtered, or close to it anyway. Tomorrow's a little bit different for them. They'll be onto the sausages. They might make anywhere between 300 kilos up to 1,000 kilos of sausages tomorrow. And me and Judas, like I said earlier, we're setting sail, heading west. So yeah, just feel free to, you know, leave a bit of feedback. You know, what you want to see. You know, more than happy to, you know, share a few tricks and secrets, and really just more letting you know what goes on. You know, sort of the hard work that goes in. You would have seen today. Might look easy in sort of a 30-minute video, but you know, it's been a 13-hour day, and it's fairly standard, well, really standard, really. Anywhere between 11 and 14-hour day. But yeah, see you on the next one, eh?